a lot of youth out there who just kind of given up on themselves.
I have 2 kids that I have to worry about.
I never felt safe.
Homelessness amongst the youth is huge.
There's times where I just wanted to give up.
You don't have to be living on the street to be homeless.
Where else am I gonna go?
There's lots of times where I thought the other side would have been better.
Me and my father kind of had like a troubled relationship, so I moved out. I met my girlfriend, and then we got an apartment together. And then I decided to start college, while paying all my own bills and everything. And then we broke up, and then because of that, I started living in my vehicle for a little bit. It's kind of rough, I didn't know what to do. Like I started contacting other people, like some of my friends, see if I could couch hop with them. And so that's what I did for a little bit. I was couch hopping for a few days, and then I'd live out in my vehicle for a few more. Homelessness wasn't a thing that I thought was even in Minnesota, but then once I started living out in my car, and then I knew the places where I could go, so like the public library, that's one place I would go just to have shelter that's not my car to go in. And then I noticed, wow, there's a lot of homeless people just at the public library. Like I started noticing more of that. And a lot of them were youth, but I would normally park either at a Walmart parking lot or at like a random apartment complex, because I figured no one would question it, I never felt safe parking my car anywhere. Honestly, there was always that fear that, I'm either gonna be caught by someone who's, gonna be hostile, or even the cops. I was scared to be caught by the cops because, I didn't know what they would do.
My mom, she kind of gave up her rights for me, my brother, and my sister, and I was put in the foster care system through Stearns County. With my birth mom, we were homeless. We lived in a car. Sometimes she just dropped us off at friends' houses. She did bad things to us. She let men, sexually abuse us, and she preferred drugs over us. She died of drugs and alcohol. And my mom now, she's perfect, she's amazing, she's wonderful, and I didn't understand that till I turned like 20. When I turned 17, I moved out and I was homeless because I hated her. I didn't want anything to do with her. I still, I think, had resentment towards my birth mom. I was using my friends, I was bouncing off couches, and I went down a really bad path into drinking. I was always drinking. I was always at the bars. I always could get in. I just was going down a really bad pathway, and I think I woke up one day and I was like, I don't want to live this life anymore. I said, I don't want to go down that path that my mom went down. I want to go down a better path.
I would say that homelessness is a very large issue in Stearns County and in the St. Cloud area, particularly, for both adults and children.
Just as of 2018, the most recent study that's out, they indicated that there were about 79 homeless individuals in central Minnesota. And of that, 46% are 25 years old and younger.
This age group is very vulnerable. We have a fairly significant sex trafficking problem in this area, being on the 94 corridor like that. And we know that within 24 hours or within hours of a youth being homeless, they are frequently sex trafficked.
And then one of the biggest things right now is the camps. There's camps in the area where homeless youth stay in big quantities of people. And they're just out there in the cold and the heat, rain.
It's dreadful conditions, it's hard to get food, no showers.
One of the things that we do see in the encampments is a lot of people just kind of protecting each other, because a lot of people have an ill feeling towards what homelessness means, and so they want to stay away from the communities and just kind of be alone.
It's really hard to get employment if you have no home and you have no shower, or you have no clothes and you have no food. So then how do you get your way out of this? Where's the pathway out of this?
The mission of Pathways for Youth is to serve homeless youth, to help them end homelessness in many different ways.
In my mind, their main goal is to instill hope. That is their number one thing I think they do, is they instill hope for youth.
And having a resource center where youth can come in, meet with counselors, have a place to put things, lockers, while they do things like go to job interviews, have a place where they can shower, have a place where there's a warm meal. Having a place that had all those resources was something that was a void in our community.
So what Pathways for Youth wants to do is bring youth that are struggling to have barriers into the building and teach them skills, give them resources to job search, housing resources, housing programs, so financial assistance as well we can resource them to. Get them linked with insure navigators where they can get health insurance, link them with healthcare providers, just get them supported so that they feel healthy, and then get them educated so that they can go out into the community, find a job, get housing, become successful partners in the community.
I think the only way to solve homelessness or any social problem is to have that connection between county or government, along with the nonprofits and along with philanthropy. That is a magical combination that when those entities get together, that great things can happen.
We need to be there to support these youth, because without these services, it would be difficult for some of these youth to find a way out on their own. They need that support structure, they need counselors, they need individuals who care about them and make sure that they get their basic needs met.
They had a shower, a warm meal, people to talk to. There'd be other youth that you could talk to come in, and you could have someone to relate to even, and try and motivate each other to get out of the situation. They help you find a job, they help make sure that you keep the job, and it's a really nice, motivating place, and I loved it.